Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader.
So traders, let's have a look at the gold, silver, and also the mining sector of what happened today and what's going on across the markets. So today, we're still on gold. We're looking at the gold chart here. And we can see that gold is to continue to hold this 1900 level really strong. Really strong in the market. That's just holding it quite, you can see we're just holding through here. Very big move up, a very big sideways, and now we're just not doing much right now. And it's something that I know that a lot of people are having a lot of problems with when it comes to, trading, because if the market's not doing anything, they're getting frustrated, impatient, which is the time to be patient, right? Because if you try to jump on something, that has already made big moves, you're like, oh, well, screw this. I'm not going to get here. I'm going to go buy Bitcoin at 60,000 because it's moving, right? One of the biggest myths, one of the biggest things that stops the individual trader is they look for things that have done well because they think the things that have done well recently are the best investments. And the things that haven't done well, aka gold, for the last 12 months or 2 years, is the worst investment. In fact, it's the opposite. Because the way the markets work is you get big moves, and you're seeing this with Bitcoin, right? We went up to 60,000 and then back down and back up to 60,000 and then back down. And, we're doing that yo-yo thing now. We're just going sideways overall when it comes to Bitcoin now. So the best investments are the ones that haven't done well or the ones that haven't actually done much for a long time. Because most people are not focusing on those. But then guess when most people are focusing on it? Let me ask you a question. And I'm going to bring this up here. Let me actually go to the good old Bitcoin. We can see Bitcoin here, right? It was so interesting to see that when we're going through this quiet period through here around 2020, man, everyone was quiet about Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin quiet. Bitcoin's not doing much. Bitcoin crashed. It was at 17,000. Now it's at 5,000 or even 3,000, right? So people think, so people are quiet here, exactly like they were with gold. And then guess what happens? And then the market starts to make a very big move to the upside. And then guess what? Oh my goodness. Like out of the woodworks, you get so many bumblebees coming out and saying all kinds of craziness, right? And then it sucks the public in because they think the things that are doing really well is the best investment. And the things that are not doing really well are the bad investment. And therefore they get run over. So if we have a look at gold here, again, we just continue to look at this big picture on this weekly charts. We continue to look at this big picture here. Once gold does start to break out, the moves is going to be just absolutely just crazy. So really interesting. Are we gonna continue to hold here? We want to see a nice break up. We want to start to see this thing start to break up when it comes to the gold market there. Move over now through to silver, and silver is still just stuck in this overall sort of bull flag formation. Really interesting, right? We're developing this bull flag formation. I want to see this thing break out, and especially I want to see this thing break above that sort of, I want to see a 28 print. We can get a 28 print, and then it's going to be game on for silver through there. Especially, right? Especially when the market has not done much for a long time. Big moves are coming, guys. Big moves are coming in silver. Moving over now through to the GDX, and GDX really just holding here strong. Looking at the last sort of short-term picture here, we're really holding here strong. We've had a bit of a move up sideways. So we could actually be getting ready for a bit of a breakout here soon. So it's going to be really interesting there. My baby, which is the GDXJ, again, just holding here quite strong. So I believe, guys, I really truly believe that this is building a bit of a base for just a tremendous move in the markets. Move over now through to the SILJ, and same thing, developing a bit of a base, bit of a sideways before we break out. And then also the SIL as well too. So we haven't broken out yet, but we're getting very close to the breakout. And once it does, guys, we could start that move, and that move could be quite amazing for the rest of this year.
Traders, I want to invite you to my webinar that I'm running today. And on this webinar, I'm going to share with you all the details to my #1 trading system for the last 17 years and how I only trade 1 hour per day. Plus, also going to be learning the 3 secrets that I had to master over the last 17 years to generate a really good income. If you go to John's johnsfreetraining.com, or there should be a link in the description. Click on that. Go over there right now, register. If you are struggling with the trading right now, I promise you this is going to completely game change, because you're going to understand why you are going backwards and why you're losing money. And then I'm going to teach you exactly what the system I use that gets me a really high % win-loss ratio. So this is what I want you to do right now. Go to johnsfreetraining.com. Go over there, register for my webinar right now today, because you're going to absolutely love it. Or there should be a link in the description. And I look forward to seeing you on the webinar. So go to that right now, and I look forward to seeing you on my next webinar. Go to that right now. Go to johnsfreetraining.com. Go to that right now.